This is Roger Zelazny, my favorite fantasy fiction author. Sadly, he died in 1995 at the age of just 58 years old. He had cancer. It's very sad. Fortunately for us, he was able to narrate his first 5 books of his 10-book series, The Chronicles of Amber. That narration is here. This is book 1. The first 5 books, 1 through 5, are a different series from the second 5 books, books 6 through 10. They can all be bought individually, or you can buy all 10 in this great big book that I'm about to show you now that I bought at Barnes & Noble. You can also get it on Amazon. So here is the entire book. Maybe if I tilt it, you can see the whole thing like that. There you go. So this is a book that I highly recommend you buy, or you can buy the individual books. Again, Amazon. I got this, Barnes & Noble. All 5 books, this is book 1, are on YouTube with Roger narrating it, which I absolutely loved. I would read this big book while listening to his narration, and I loved it. Now, I made a video about this just a couple days ago, and the reason I made the video is to because my friend, my YouTube friend, the Dungeon Minister, read these books. I sent them to him a little while ago, and he just finished reading them. He is now doing a live stream tonight at 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern, talking about these books. I'm going to show you his thumbnail that he made. It's a hilarious thumbnail with his head on the main character's body. And this right here, you can pause the video and just read. He says why he's doing this, why he's doing the live stream. I will mention that this is in Appendix N of the Dungeon Master's Guide. Anyone who's played D&D knows what that's all about. And this here is the audiobook trailer. Whether or not you're going to be interested in this, how can you be interested in it if you've never heard the story? I'm going to play you the intro, 3.5 minutes long. If this doesn't hook you, if this doesn't get you interested, then this isn't for you. I consider this to be one of the greatest intros to a fantasy fiction novel, probably the best I've ever heard. And I will be in the chat tonight on his channel, so I would love for anyone to come join us in the chat. So that's why I said, I'm going to play this intro. I was going to play it in the other video I made. I didn't. Now I'm going to play it. See if this interests you, and then from there, you can either listen to the narration, which is this one right here. That's book 1 of 5. Book 6 through 10 is not on YouTube. Or you can buy his book and read it for yourself. But just check this out. It's 3.5 minutes. Enjoy.
It was starting to end, after what seemed most of eternity to me. I attempted to wriggle my toes. Succeeded. I was sprawled there in a hospital bed, and my legs were done up in plaster casts, but they were still mine. I squeezed my eyes shut and opened them 3 times. The room grew steady. Where the hell was I? Then the fogs were slowly broken, and some of that which is called memory returned to me. I recalled nights and nurses and needles. Every time things would begin to clear a bit, someone would come in and jab me with something. That's how it had been. Yes. Now, though, I was feeling halfway decent. They'd have to stop, wouldn't they? The thought came to assail me. Maybe not. Some natural skepticism as to the purity of all human motives came and sat upon my chest. I'd been over-narcotized, I suddenly knew. No real reason for it, from the way I felt. And no reason for them to stop now, if they'd been paid to keep it up. So play it cool and stay dopey, said a voice which was my worst, if wiser, self. So I did. A nurse poked her head in the door about 10 minutes later, and I was, of course, still stacking Z's. She went away. By then I'd reconstructed a bit of what had occurred. I had been in some sort of accident, I remembered vaguely. What had happened after that was still a blur, and as to what had happened before, I had no inkling whatsoever. But I had first been in a hospital and then brought to this place, I remembered. Why? I didn't know. However, my legs felt pretty good. Good enough to hold me up, though I didn't know how much time had lapsed since their breaking, and I knew they'd been broken. So I sat up. It took me real effort, as my muscles were very tired. It was dark outside, and a handful of stars were standing naked beyond the window. I winked back at them and threw my legs over the edge of the bed. I was dizzy, but after a while it subsided, and I got up, gripping the rail at the head of the bed, and I took my first step. Okay, my legs held me. So, theoretically, I was in good enough shape to walk out. I made it back to the bed, stretched out, and thought. I was sweating and shaking. Visions of sugar plums, etc. In the state of Denmark, there was the odor of decay. It had been an accident involving an auto, I recalled. One hell of a one. Then the door opened, letting in light, and through slits beneath my eyelashes, I saw a nurse with a hypo in her hand. She approached my bedside, a hippie broad with dark hair and big arms. Just as she neared, I sat up. "Good evening," I said. "Good evening," she replied. "When do I check out?" I asked. "I'll have to ask Doctor." "Do so," I said. "Please roll up your sleeve." "No, thanks. I have to give you an injection." "No, you don't. I don't need it." "I'm afraid that's for Doctor to say." And then send him around and let him say it. But in the meantime, I will not permit it. I'm afraid I have my orders. So did Eichmann, and look what happened to him. And I shook my head slowly. "Very well," she said. "I'll have to report this." "Please do," I said. "And while you're at it, tell him I've decided to check out in the morning." "That's impossible. You can't even walk, and there were internal injuries." "We'll see," said I. "Good night."
All right, that's the intro. If that made you interested, I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll join the Dungeon Minister's channel in his live stream tonight, 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be in the chat. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.